Most people don't fail in business because they lack strategy. They fail because they build it for the wrong reasons. Ego, attention, validation. Well, eventually that catches up with you. Welcome to the Proper Property Podcast. Today I'm joined by Sam Cooke, Managing Director of Blue Bricks Magazine, a business he didn't start, but he took over and turned into something very, very special. We're talking about direction, growth, marketing, and what authenticity actually means in an industry that's obsessed with self-promotion. Sam's background spans marketing, property, private equity, and even stand-up comedy. But what's really interesting is the mindset shift he went through when he stopped building for ego and started building for purpose. If you're running a business in property or beyond, this one's for you. So welcome, Sam.
Thank you for having me, Jonny. It's the first time I've done a podcast above a Kit McGrath.
Why are you telling everybody as though we're like not doing absolutely amazingly well? So, well, I knew this was going to be a fun podcast anyway. Yeah. It's not going to be one of these boring, over educational podcasts.
Yeah, I hope not.
But we're going to talk about your journey, what you've done, a little bit of your background, and most importantly, how you came to own Blue Bricks Magazine.
Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate. It should be a really good chat, and I'm looking forward to doing it with you too. I know you're not too serious on these things.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, man. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your background, where you started, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so the sort of short story really is I have been working since I was 16 years old. So I started a corporate career at 16 as an apprentice. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with life, so I thought I might as well earn money while I figure it out. Always found myself drawn towards business, was reading self-development books, listening to a lot of podcasts, a lot of YouTube videos, that kind of thing. Knew I wanted to do more. And decided when I was about 19 years old, I thought, right, I'm going to go travelling. And at this point, I've been looking at different investment strategies and stuff. And I thought, I love property. I love the idea of property. I'll go travelling. I'll learn about property when I get back, and I'll actually start a career rather than just working for the sake of working. Went around Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, that kind of thing. Amazing experience. Came back, started working as an estate agent. Lost that job during lockdown, COVID. Basically, from there, I ended up getting recruited by Blue Bricks Magazine as a marketing manager. They saw I was doing some stuff online, trying to source. Worked for Blue Bricks as a marketing manager, and basically ended up buying Blue Bricks off them, off the original owners, after about a year of working with the business.
Oh, awesome! So you said you did a bit of sourcing. Did you go on a course to do that?
No, I started sourcing in lockdown, and the reason was completely stupid, to be honest with you. I watched YouTube, and it's like, all you need to do is find a deal and find an investor, and you've made $3,000, and it's dead easy and dead simple. And obviously trying to do that in lockdown was a very, very challenging experience, because the housing market, I don't know if you remember, was changing every week.
Yeah.
You could go on a viewing, then you couldn't go on a viewing, then you could go on some viewings with estate agents near me on a time limit, so you couldn't be there a certain amount of time. Then you could go on a viewing, but the estate agent had to stand in a faraway corner with a mask on, and it all got very weird. Investors were hesitant to invest. Obviously, looking back now, we know it was, in some areas, a cracking time to invest. So it was challenging. So no, it wasn't a formal course. I did have a mentor, but who sort of helped me with that.
Yeah. I were an estate agent at that exact time as well.
Yeah.
That's when I were an estate agent. And I remember, well, we were doing the same. We were doing wearing masks, staying at more than arm's length. I mean, we even got to a point we started doing the 360 videos. 360 tours. That became massive, and I've loved to have had shares in that when that came out.
Yeah,
because people couldn't go in, so you had to make a way of them still being able to go into property without actually leaving house.
I think it's brilliant that. I think so many things happened in lockdown where it's like Zoom. Why didn't we start doing that sooner?
Yeah. Or working from home.
Yeah.
I know. I get the interaction that you do need with people.
Yeah, 100%.
There literally were jobs where you thought, "What the fuck did you need an office for this?"
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean, I worked at Auto Windscreens, but I worked in the insurance department, and exactly the same. Like after COVID hit, they all started working from home, and then they realised, holy shit, you can do this job from home.
Yeah, 100%. I I think it takes a particular type of person to be able to work from home, though.
Yeah.
I don't believe this thing that everyone's more productive at home. I really don't, because I know there's a lot of people that sit there watching sort of, it's not on anymore, Jeremy Kyle and Judge Rindra and all that sort of stuff.
You've got to be focused. You've got to have that strength, that mental strength to be able to crack on with your work. This is it, and structure yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, the team at Blue Brits are remote, but I try and do stuff with them outside of work to build that culture and build the team up and the relationships as well. So we still see each other quite frequently. Whereas I think one of my only other concerns, if you've got a team, everyone's remote, no one sees each other, it's hard to get a proper culture going.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I've got an office above Kit McGrath. While you're laughing, let's talk about this, because we make you fill a bit of a sheet out before you come, even though I know you anyway.
Yeah.
But I was shocked to see, because I've never actually heard it before, that you were a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
First of all, I've never been on a podcast where I've had to fill in a form before. That was like homework, was that? Like date of birth, blood type.
Well, that's Luke. He's very systemised. He likes everything to be on point, and he likes to make sure that we know everything about everybody. And it worked this time, because I didn't know that you were a stand-up comic.
Yeah, I was a while ago. I'll be honest, mate, I really miss it. I really, really do miss it. I was a stand-up comedian when I was, I think, 18 or 19. It's about a year. I was doing it for about a year before I went travelling, and used to tour up and down the north of the country doing gigs at open spots. I used to run my own comedy club in Keighley. We used to raise money for charity, and we get loads of different comedians from all over the UK performing there, which was really, really cool. Performed at Hot Water Comedy Club in Liverpool.
Nice.
Biggest gig I did was to 300 people, which was a charity night, which was good. I've gigged with Danny Posthill, who was Britain's Got Talent finalist, or he might have been a winner, can't remember, years ago now. So yeah, it was an incredible experience, mate. It taught me a lot. Pushes you out of your shell and forces you to be a bit more confident.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, it's something that I've thought about before. I like to think I'm a bit funny. And to be fair, if you can do it, I'm sure I can.
Yeah, that's what I mean there. So there's a reason I don't do it anymore. But, mate,
too many silent rooms.
Yeah. It's hard these days. You've got to be really, really careful what you do and don't say.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a particularly offensive person. But you have to be so careful. It's gone very, very, very left wing, very woke. So it's probably not what you couldn't get away with doing sort of Frankie Boyle or that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Roy Chubby Brown.
Yeah.
It's one of them things though. I with comedy, I do feel like it is one of them industries where that's the whole point. You know what I mean? I think we have come to PC, haven't we?
We have, yeah. Like and probably what led me into comedy, like me and my family, our thing is we always laugh, even if stuff is dark and horrible and horrendous. If it's a funeral, we laugh, and it's just our way of coping and stuff. I'm a great laugh at a funeral, to be honest with you. It's just our way of coping, mate. And I think that's the point of comedy. It's to make you feel better about the shit going on along in the world, not to hit you over the head and lecture you with politics.
And not take it too serious.
Exactly, yeah.
We get so caught up, and I'm so guilty of this, and I have been, and it's only recently that I've kind of had a bit of an epiphany where I'm just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I've pushed myself to the brink.
Yeah.
And to the point of where I've realised I forgot why I started fucking doing this to start with. You know what I mean? I'm late nights, leaving my family for days, and then I come back to it and I'm like, holy crap, like I started this for them, but I'm missing them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had that realisation lately, mate. I really did. And a lot of the time, all your family want is more time with you.
Yeah.
And if all you're doing is sacrificing that and you're telling yourself, I'm doing it for my family, are you really? Because I had that exact same thing over Christmas. I was moody. I'd been working all the time. I was not nice to be around. I was constantly knackered from the stress and the burnout that had been going on the year before. And I thought, this isn't sustainable, man. I don't like who I am right now. So I think it's a good realisation to have.
It is. Because I thought I did a lot, but when I look at stuff that you do way more than what I do.
Calming it down a bit now.
Yeah.
Being a lot more focused in what I'm doing rather than trying to do loads of stuff, trying to really streamline what I put my energy into.
Yeah. Well, let's not digress. We could talk for ages. So let's wind back then quickly to Blue Bricks magazine.
Yeah.
So how did that conversation come around about you actually buying it from them?
Yeah, it was. I got invited for a pint with the owner at the time. I had absolutely no idea that it was going to offer me to buy the business. And he just said, we're looking to sell. Would you be interested? Kind of thing. We'll structure the deal so it's accessible for you because you're a friend and want to help you, kind of thing. And it just went from there. It's never something I thought would happen, but the moment it did, I was really excited by it. I love the brand. I love property, really love property. I love meeting property people. I love interviewing people, talking to people. So it just felt like the perfect fit, and it went from there.
Nice. The first time I ever saw Blue Bricks, it was owned by you. I didn't know it before you. So I didn't, the fact that I didn't even know it existed before you took it over just goes to show that the marketing that you put in made such a massive difference. Yeah. And I think one of the biggest things that I did notice, I think the first thing that I saw about Blue Bricks magazine was the Blue Bricks Awards.
Yeah.
And do you want to tell people about that? Like, what that just absolutely took off?
Yeah, a lot of people say the same thing. Blue Bricks, when I bought it, it had quite a cult following, but it was predominantly in the northeast of England, which is where one of the owners was from, because it started in lockdown. So we had these like monthly Zooms and they became really popular. But outside of the northeast, it wasn't really known. So it took a lot of pushing to get it to that. Also I bought it in 2022. I'd say it wasn't until the end of 2023 where I started coming into my own with it. I started to feel like the business was mine. I started to know the direction I wanted to go in. And that sort of accumulated with saying, let's do an awards. And I thought, it can't be that hard. I've done a networking event to fucking 30 people. You just do that, but times by 10 or whatever it is. Miles harder, horrible. So I thought, what I'll do, I want something, because the brand isn't as well known yet, I need something that's immediately going to make people go, wow, this is fucking unbelievable. I want to be there. Because if I just do a hotel in London, I'm not going to get that wow factor. It's just another award. So I thought, let's hire a castle. So I hired Peckforton Castle in Chester. The marketing on that absolutely skyrocketed. People loved it. It had not been done before. They were excited by it. I think we had like 250 people there in the end. Really warm, sunny day. The weather was perfect. And it fantastic event, mate. Absolutely unbelievable. And I wanted to differentiate the awards because I was seeing all this stuff in the media about, landlords are responsible for the housing crisis, landlords are bad people. And I did a video on this on my phone yesterday. I used to go out putting blue bricks in hotels and business centres and stuff like that. And there was actually a few places, I think it was in Sheffield, one of them, these like business hubs where I'd put down blue bricks and the owner had, asked me what it was. I'd say it's a property magazine for investors. And I actually got some quite vicious reactions. People saying, landlords, bad people, blah, blah. I don't want that magazine in here. And I thought, well, that's not the experience I've had. The landlords that we deal with at Blue Bricks, people like you, are good people that are trying to make a positive difference, that are trying to help people, that are trying to do good things for the family and leave a legacy. So I made the awards, the Ethical Property Awards, and awarded people for social housing, for helping the local community, for making a positive difference within the property industry as a whole. And then what I did was I made all the winners write to their local newspapers. And we got quite a lot of winners featured in the news for all the good stuff they've done in property. So that's sort of what sparked it all.
It is about changing that stigma, I think, around landlords.
100%.
To be honest with you, landlords get stung much more than anyone.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse and worse. They're getting portrayed as bad guys all the time.
Oh, 100%.
It is about time that things changed because landlords have their own struggles and challenges.
Yeah.
People think they're all millionaires.
No.
They just presume that they're all millionaires. They've got no mortgages. They've got nothing to pay out. So again, they stop paying rent. They think, it's fine, that landlord can handle it. The amount of people I've seen like fall because of things like that, and tenants' rights and New Renters' Rights Act and things like that.
Yeah, people blame landlords, but landlords increase the rents because of the government legislation, which makes it unprofitable for landlords. There's a lot of landlords that aren't even really making money on the properties. Yeah, so you're right. That stigma that landlords are millionaires and bad people, it's just false.
Yeah. And it's only going to push down, it's pushing landlords to go down other routes.
Yeah. Like
with what we do Airbnb with serviced accommodation. And I know myself that by us doing that, we're not giving a house to someone to live in. Yeah. So if there's more Airbnbs in an area, it's going to stop people having places to live. but there's no other option because there's no profit in being a landlord on a single buy-to-let. The profit's just getting shorter and shorter and shorter. So they're going to have to look at other strategies. And people say like, oh, well, you shouldn't be making profit. Why would you do anything then? Why would you get out of bed?
Yeah.
If you're not going to make money doing it, why would you do it?
Yeah, exactly. And this is a problem this government doesn't seem to understand. It's like we want to penalise people for doing more. And how much do you penalise people for doing more before the people doing more go, well, why am I fucking bothering then?
And fuck off to, well, I won't say Dubai at minute. We'll cut that. Spain. Going to Spain. But yeah, but you know what I mean? Like all these high net worth people are leaving UK.
Yeah.
And so who's going to have properties, who's going to buy these properties for people to rent? It's going to be a struggle. And it's only like, I look at my kids and I think it's difficult for me to get on the property ladder. How is it going to be for them? It's going to be virtually impossible for them to actually get on the property ladder and buy.
It's so hard. I have a joke with my girlfriend where I walk around, I'd be in a rough area, go, I wouldn't want to live here. And then I go, I couldn't even afford to live here.
Yeah.
It's like I have a choice.
Yeah. Oh, I won't live in this shithole. 350 grand for a terrace. But yeah, so on to Blue Bricks Awards then. So the next one is in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I think I've been nominated for 3 awards.
Have you? Property Person of the Year, is it?
Property Person of the Year. Property... Serviced Accommodation at Year with the Olive Branch Apartments.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one.
Might be deal at Year or Service Provider.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, it's the same principle, mate. Still the Ethical Property Awards.
Yeah, I like that.
But doing it bigger. We do it. I had a problem. I don't think I've talked about this on a podcast because we did Pet Fortin and Pet Fortin was unbelievable, the castle. And I thought, this is amazing. And then I thought, well, how do I do it again? I don't want to do it in the same location. I like doing stuff different. And I wanted to have more people than the capacity we had before. I was like, I need a bigger castle. There's not many castles in the UK that can fit a lot of people. So I've visited that many fucking castles, mate, up and down the country, all over the place. I was looking at hiring a Tate Modern, and that was something ridiculous, like 40 plus grand. And I got to a point, I'm like, look, I'm not going to match what I've done before. So I have to do something so completely different to what I've done before that it can't be compared like for like. So the Blue Bricks Awards Part 2, the second awards, it's completely different to the first one. And that's why we're doing Rum Warehouse in Liverpool and it's 1920s themed. So we've paid an interior designer to come. She's going to decorate it all. So it's 1920s, like the Great Gatsby. We've got a big stage in the centre where we're going to have a jazz band playing. We've got, cocktail flares going around doing all the mixology and stuff for people. So it's going to be a good experience.
Well, we thought it was Titanic themed. So I've got a wooden door that I'm going to hold on to. And
a life vest.
Luke's got a life jacket. You want to see how our lass is coming? Before we leave the room, I'm just going to chuck a bucket of water at her face.
Yeah, that'll go down so. But yeah, man, it's going to be good fun. I am excited to see how people dress 1920s style.
Yeah,
I'm imagining like Peaky Blinders type thing.
Yeah,
there's going to be over 300 people there.
Wow, it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to
I did wonder, like, honestly, did I get nominated for awards just so I bought a table?
Why? have you bought a table?
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah. The answer's yes. That's why we do it. I just go through my phone book and go, yeah, that'll do.
I did wonder because usually I nominate myself for awards, but I didn't nominate myself for this award. So
yeah, so we with Blue Bricks will do nominations for people if they've been in a magazine and we know them and we're close enough to know, we know this person's doing this good thing, so we'll do the nomination.
I like that. That's good. Yeah, because I know that there's a lot. Obviously, I have nominated us for awards before. You've got to, because that's how you put yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it were quite a good feeling to get nominated, knowing that I'd not nominated myself for once.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, people are nervous to nominate themselves, and you have to nominate yourself really because no one knows more about your business than you.
Yeah.
Like, I know you've done that really cool deal in Sheffield, but I don't know the financials. I don't know the struggle you went through to get over the line. Now, these are things only you know and you can put into the awards application. And what I will say is, even though we as Blue Bricks nominate people, the awards, the judging panel we've got sits independently to us. So I have zero say in who wins the awards, like none. Neither does Vicky, neither does anyone in Blue Bricks. It's completely independent. We get the results back, and then whoever wins off that is the winner.
You can keep that 250 quid then.
Yeah, just distribute it around the judges.
I can't buy an award.
But if you give them 250 quid, I can put a good word into it.
Fucking hell, if I win that. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about you personally, because I know you like your scuba diving, and I think last time I spoke to you, you were just getting your shotgun license. You were doing shooting.
Yeah, it's just come through. Fine.
Oh right.
Yeah, it's taken like close to a year, but yeah, I've been accepted and that. So getting into that. Looking to get a camper van at the moment as well.
Oh, wicked. Yeah, I've had 2 camper vans.
Have you?
Yeah,
I want to convert one. I'm not thinking one of the massive ones like a shower and that in it, like a sort of mattress in the back of a van will do me.
Yeah. I've had 2. I did have a big one, so I had a big transit jumbo that I converted, because I've got 3 kids, Anna.
I love that.
So I had to have something big, but then I discovered that going round Cornwall it was too tight. So I was like, right, we'll get something smaller. So we got a Vivaro, converted that with a pop top. So there were a bed up there, and then there were a rock and roll bed downstairs.
I might need your advice after this.
I know people who convert them. So
yeah, no, that'd be good to have that.
I'll look you up, definitely.
But yeah, mate, I love scuba diving.
How did you get into that?
For a friend. A friend did it. I learned in England. Best place to learn because it's fucking Baltic. So everything is an up from when you learn in England, and you can't see more than a metre in front of you, and you're just looking at trout. So when you go at Red Sea and you're seeing all loads of cool shit, that's really good fun.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, I like adventure stuff, mate. I like travel. And you know, we were talking a bit earlier about I'm doing this with my family. I've sort of realised the lifestyle, and I'm not saying I always wanted to grow a monster for business. I mean, 8 figures. I still might want that. I'm reevaluating my life at the moment. I've realised a lot of the things I enjoy in life are the simple pleasures.
Yeah.
And I don't need £1 billion to go do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love scuba diving. I love exploring. I've seen the SS Thistlegorm, World War II vessel that was sunk. Got like tanks on it, trains on it, cars on it, guns on it from World War II preserved. Swam through that at night, which was an incredible experience. Swam with dolphins in the Red Sea, which was just amazing. Yeah, I've done all sorts of stuff, man. It's really good fun.
Nice. That sounds immense. It is. I think we do get caught up, and we should realise that it's the journey that is the most important part. Yeah. It's not the actual making it. And I think one of the things that I realised, and people talk about it, like I want to be a millionaire. I want 8 figures, 7 figures. They talk all these numbers all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know, realistically, if you wrote down how much you would actually need every month to be able to live the life you want, it's not as much as what you think you need.
It's surprisingly little.
It's surprisingly little. I think I once worked it, and for the lifestyle that I'm in now, I feel like for passive income, I'm talking about, if I could passively earn £10,000 every month for the rest of my life, I would be happy. I feel like rent's covered, nice cars, family holidays. That would 10 grand a month easily cover that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, you don't need millions.
And you get to enjoy life. I think that's the thing. I want to enjoy life. I want to have experiences with my family where they get to enjoy life. And I want to be involved in businesses that do good and help people, and that I feel that I'm contributing by being involved in that business. That excites me more than anything, really. Like doing the awards and knowing people are going to enjoy it and it's going to help people and we're going to change the stigma around landlords. But that really excites me more than any profit we'll make off the event.
Yeah. I think we do, as businessmen and entrepreneurs, we do forget that people are real people as well. And that was why I set up Men in Property. The whole point behind that was because people are still people. People still bleed.
Yeah.
We're all the same. We all have same anxieties about things. And people get so lost in the business aspect of it that they forget about the actual person.
Oh, mate, 100%. And it's hard for the people that are struggling because every entrepreneur is smashing it. Anyone you ask, fucking busy as shit today, killing it. Yeah, it's great. When you mates with someone one-on-one and you go, how are things? I go, fucking hell, I don't know if I'm going to be here next month. Like, you know, I think that's what makes it hard for people, because if you're struggling in business and you don't have a group like Men in Property or people you can talk to, and you're struggling and you're looking on LinkedIn and everyone's smashing it, like maybe it's me, maybe there's something wrong with me. And then that leads to a downward spiral.
Yeah. Social media has such a massive negative impact.
100%.
As powerful as it is to help set up businesses and things like that, flip side, negative impact on your mental health, massive. And like I say, last week I had exactly the same thing. I think as an entrepreneur, if you've never had to turn to your partner and say, we're not getting paid this month, I've got to pay everybody else, you're not an entrepreneur. That honestly, it is a struggle. Yeah. It really is a struggle. And people don't talk about that enough.
Mate, it's painful. Or paying them out your own pocket.
Yeah.
It's a real rough ride, mate.
But when I said we're not getting paid, I don't get paid anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when I say, I'll say, remember we had nothing last month? Well, we're less than nothing.
Yeah. It's like, nothing's a pay rise.
Yeah.
Well, you see some...
babe, we've made zero.
I've seen some people, I've actually just given myself a pay rise through Blue Bricks. So I'm like, I need to start paying myself properly and fucking benefiting from grafting. But for that, I'd have friends that are like, I've only got 45 grand a year in my job. I'm like, you lucky bastard.
I know. My brother's 27. He makes about 50 grand a year. And it's like, that must be nice. But it's not, I don't just see it as that. I see it as, hang on, you work 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock and you know that you're going to have 50 grand every year. Yeah. It's that fact of, after 5, you just go home. Yeah. You can just get on with your life. You know what I mean? Yeah. I might make 50 grand one year, but I ain't worked 9 to 5 for it. I've worked 24/7 to get to that, and then to get HMRC say, well, actually, you owe us this out of it, this out of it, this out of it. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't realise I'd got another wife from HMRC. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah, mate, and no one talks about that as well. I mean, I'm quite fortunate now that I've got an ADHD money mentor, Becky. She's absolutely amazing, because my brain with accounts and things like that just goes wild, and she helps me to dissect it. And honestly, since I've had her on board, everything's changed. I feel so much more relaxed about money and going in and out. I think that in schools there needs to be more education on accounts and tax and money, because it's all good, all these entrepreneurs on social media saying, set up your own business, it's easy, you can make this much money. Yeah. Everyone's just shouting revenue at you. Oh, 100%. And once you see that, you can make 6 figures revenue, wait till you see all your overheads go out, and then wait till you see what HMRC wants to take off you for doing it.
Especially when you've got turnover taxes as well in the UK, where you're not getting taxed on profit. Yeah, it's hard, mate. I've just been reinvesting everything into Blue Bricks, and then this year I was like, right, now I need to, invest in myself as a person and, enjoy my life rather than just rehiring and buying assets for the business and that kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, it's a rough ride.
Yeah. So we'll move slightly off of Blue Bricks, but how do you see yourself as a leader? Because I've always thought you're pretty chilled. To be fair, I think you're one of the most chilled guys I've ever met.
Yeah, I'd just sort of fucking cry in silence, to be honest with you, and scream into my car steering wheel, and then come on things like this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm great.
So you were a comedian.
Yeah. I am. I'm relaxed, mate. I do try and relax, and I've realised, things are going really well in Blue Bricks, and have done for a while. But in the early days and stuff, you realise that whether you're stressed or crying about or going mental, it doesn't change your situation. So the best thing to do is stay calm, keep a calm mind, because that's when you come up with the best solutions, and just work through it. And my bandwidth through doing that is unbelievable now. The first Blue Bricks Awards felt like the most stressful thing I've ever done at the time. This one's twice as big, and I'm not even bothered about it. It's just...
And is that so people around you?
Yeah, the people around me. When you've done it once, you know what to do the next time, and I have faith and know it'll work out. I'm religious. That helps me as well to stay calm. And as a leader, my viewpoint, and has been with Blue Bricks, everyone I hired in Blue Bricks were a bit entrepreneurial, was look, do your own thing. This is what needs doing, get it done. That's all I'm bothered about. So Vicky's got her own business and she also runs Hard Hat Sales in Leeds. I let her crack on and do that. Like, she doesn't work a traditional 9 to 5. She might work on a Sunday evening, but then she might go to a viewing Monday morning. So we're very relaxed with each other in the way that works.
That's good. Yeah, I saw you and Vicky on a podcast actually, and Vicky had a lot to say. You were really good at drinking tea.
Yeah, me and Vicky are polar opposites. She's a really good talker, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I'm normally quite quiet.
I were wondering if this podcast was just going to be me talking and you just drinking your
yeah, well, if Vicky were here, it would be. But she's on holiday this week, so I've got to take up the mantle again.
Yeah. So, what's the future hold for Sam Cooke then? Are you? Because I know last time we've spoke before, you were saying like your plan was to set up the businesses, buy into businesses, and then reinvest that money into property eventually.
Yeah.
Is that still the plan, or have things changed?
I don't know. I've had a lot of stuff happen in my life over the past few months, personally, with a lot of things, and it's made me reevaluate where I want to head and what I want to do and who I want to be. And I think a lot of the times I was building before out of ego. Now, I'm not saying I won't do that, but I want to do it for the right reasons and from the right place. Like we said before, you can say you were doing it for your family. You can actually end up doing it because of your past trauma or to prove a point to yourself or to other people, which is definitely what I was doing. I want to continue to grow Blue Bricks. I love Blue Bricks. I love the brand. We've just gone freemium. We're launching a new product there soon. We've got the awards. I'm going to do another conference in November. So that's really exciting me, delving into that. In terms of, I'm then going to reinvest the profits from Blue Bricks now rather than investing it back into the business, into external things like property. Am I going to acquire new businesses? Potentially, yes. That's the thing I'm on the fence with at the moment. How I structure all of that.
Okay. One of the things that you did fill out on this absolutely long form, you said that you felt that people are getting marketing and self-promotion wrong. So how are they getting it wrong?
Because I think it's one of those things, it's like I was saying earlier, because everyone on LinkedIn, everyone online smashing it. Everyone else feels the need to be smashing it. And then all you end up with is everyone bullshitting each other. What I've noticed is people really appreciate authenticity. Even if you're bullshitting online that things are going great, we all know, even if they're going great now, there were times, like things are great for me now, but I know there were times in the early days of Blue Bricks, it was really hard. And I resonate with people that go, this is tricky. So I think people get self-promotion wrong because they try and be someone that they're not rather than being themselves and showing their authentic selves and the true personalities and showing the good, the bad and the ugly of what they do. As opposed to just going, I'm on this viewing, I've raised this finance, I've paid this investor back, everything's fantastic, everything's sunshine and rainbows. Because anyone who's actually doing it knows that's not true, or at least it's not true 100% of the time.
Yeah, I see it so much. I mean, we had Tom Sumner on, you good friend of yours, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's massively into talking about how people are chatting shit.
Yeah.
Are the industries like failing because it's unregulated?
Yeah.
And we do see so many people who go out and tell people they're doing this, they're doing this, they're doing this. And it's just to get people into either their networking events that they've set up, which they've monetized, or to get them to these courses.
Yeah, exactly.
They've monetized.
Mm-hmm.
And half of these people have never even done one deal.
No.
And yet they're supposed to be the ones educating these people.
Yeah, 100%. I think we need property education, controversial opinion. We need it. If we want more landlords in the sector, we want more houses being built, then we need people to train them. I have an issue with the people that do the whole bullshit, like you'll be a millionaire in 2 years' time, no money down, it's easy. That creates cowboys.
Yeah.
And then it's the cowboys that create problems for the good landlords because they're the ones that keep getting caught out and keep getting penalised. And then people go, it's all landlords. No, it's not all landlords. It's a small, obviously there are experienced people that are doing bad stuff too, but it's a small number of people that are maybe not even might not have bad intentions, but they don't have the education, so they're just doing things wrong.
Yeah. It's such a difficult industry.
Yeah.
And I know, I think, is it Danny Inman?
Yeah.
You're a big fan of Danny, aren't you?
His ace, yeah.
Yeah. And his education. I think it's important to realise that and let new people know as well that that good education is out there.
Yeah.
You have sometimes got to I feel you've got to make sure that you go into these networking events to discover what is the good education and what isn't.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Hear people's opinions. So go and speak, go in a room of 20, 30 people and speak to them and find out what courses they did.
Yeah.
And genuinely listen to what they've actually benefited from the course. And I think that's where networking comes in beautifully.
Massive, yeah. To meet more people, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's about the right networking too.
Yeah.
As well, networking with the right people, because when a lot of networking, not necessarily in property business, networking is more like this. You can go to a lot of networking events where it's just a big piss up. Yeah. It's just business development managers that are getting paid to go there, get drunk. So yeah, networking is important. And I'd also say to people, just make sure you're in the right rooms with the right people that can bring you up. And you are right, asking people, how did you get started? Who taught you? What course did you go on? That's a great way of sort of pre-vetting the good providers.
Yeah. Due diligence. Yeah. I've spoke about this so many times. And people think due diligence is you can just go online and look up about someone. But that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a people game. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think one a really important thing with due diligence is, and I'll say it, I won't do JV partnerships or business with anybody until we've at least had a couple of meals together.
Yeah.
We've been out. I've met your family. You've met my family. You've got to know them on a personal level. Yeah, that's my due diligence. You can say whatever you want on social media. I don't give a shit. If it says that you've got £10 million worth of property, you've done this many JV deals, and you come to me with a blank check, I'm not bothered. I want to meet your family. I want us to get to know each other. I want to make sure that we'll work well together. Yeah. And obviously do usual due diligence and PRS and ICO and all that. But other than that, it's a people business. Right. It's not just that. We might not work well together.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's important if you're doing business together. Biggest bit of due diligence I found is how good is that person at maintaining relationships? Like, do you notice that they don't have the same group of friends for a very long time? Are you noticing that the best mates with someone, but then a few months later they're not speaking? Those people are ones to stay away from. The people that can't keep employees, they can't keep team, they can't keep friends, they can't keep business partners. Yeah. That's one to look out for. Yeah. Good people can typically maintain really good relationships.
Yeah, people who bounce around different businesses.
Yeah, and different people. Yeah,
and different people, different circles. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Yeah. We'll not talk about that on this podcast, but yeah, we've all been stung. I think unless you are a true businessman, you've got to have been fucked at some point. I forgot the guy that says it. He says, what is it? Everybody congratulates you when you're pregnant, but no one knows how many times you got fucked. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone will say like, "Oh, well done! Like your business is going so well," and like no one knows how many times you got fucked over to get to where you are.
Yeah, exactly. It is an uphill battle, mate. It is an uphill battle, and I think that's why when you asked me with the acquisitions and stuff, I'm really enjoying where Blue Bricks is now. It's in a very, very good place. I love the team that I work with. I love the people we work with. I've not got a single customer that I dislike. I think I'm taking my time to enjoy that and continue to grow that as much as I possibly can now before looking at other things. Because I've got a lot of ways that we're going to keep growing Blue Bricks and building on that.
Cool. I'm glad to hear that you're doing a bit of personal development as well.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
really important.
Yeah, definitely. I think we always fall victims to feeling like we know it all now, and then you get fucking punched in the face by life, and you go, "I've got a lot to learn." You know?
Yeah. Everything's going well to get punched in mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mike Tyson. Everyone's got a plan till you get punched in the face, and yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, honestly, mate, really good to see you again. Do you want to do a bit of a plug for Blue Bricks or the event as well? Are there any tickets left?
Yeah, there's a few tickets left. I think it's like 50 or something. It's not a massive amount. They'll fly off the shelf when the finalists are selected. Blue Bricks is now free. So if you go to bluebricksmagazine.com, you can sign up to Blue Bricks and get the magazine completely free of charge. You have to apply though. We only accept certain people into the membership, so you have to be experienced in property. And there's a form you've got to fill in to demonstrate that. Not as long as Jonny's podcast one. The event, that's May the 21st, Titanic Hotel in Liverpool. Nominations close at the end of March. But even if you're not nominated, I welcome you to come. Over 300 people there, including people like Danny Inman, the Developers Club, some of the UK's leading investors and developers. And it's big enough that you'll meet new people, but small enough that you can be intimate with these people and really build good relationships. So if anyone's listening to this and wants to come, go to bluebricksmagazine.com, click on awards to learn more, or just reach out to me personally at sam@bluebricksmagazine.com or on LinkedIn, which is Sam Cooke. Cooke with an E, not the soul singer.
Nice one. Thanks very much, Sam.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers, pal.